to the Skyways FMX World Tour. Our real year's own Tyler Davidson is here from Charleston, South Carolina. Rick Janansky. It's time now for their practice session.
Mike and broke his collarbone and they're playing. He literally hit the ground.
So what these guys are doing right now, they set these up. Some of you guys were in the stands watching these guys set up. And we're used to performing outdoors as well as the arena shows, so this isn't a big deal. So what we're seeing right now is these guys are just finding their marks. Rick right here is just finding his mark of where he wants to take off. They usually take off in second gear. That gives them a sweet spot of a landing. If we say sweet spot, they want to land about halfway down this big landing ramp right now. Rick's going to be the first one to jump. Tyler's going to take the ramp. They can tell by the sound that was a perfect landing. Absolutely perfect. In the middle of the ramp, about halfway down. How about a round of applause right there? That's always the scariest jump for any show right there. Now he's going to have a listen and a look. He's going to listen for a swimmer. He's going to go up and see how much he swims. That is a perfect jump right there. We found some sweet spots. Now what they're going to do is they're going to do a couple more practice jumps and pull out some light tricks. Now they want to find out what they're able to do because they're going to...
Speakers.
That sucks. I think I'll stay on the ground. Check 1, 2. Oh yeah, a little look back hard attack, nicely done. Daredevil.
Rick Janansky doing a little heel clicker up there. I want to thank you guys for keeping... One or two. Ready to go, then we're going old school. What we're going to do today, ladies and gentlemen, here's the course description.
So you gotta bear with us, but we're gonna put on a good show. There's a lot of people here, so.
And also, you're almost home. We're going to call this a home show for you. Does it get the blood pumping, get the adrenaline flowing a little bit more?
Yeah, for sure. I gotta represent.
Got to represent. These folks got to be cheering though, right? If you're going to take it to the top air, they got to be blowing too, right?
Yeah, that's right. You guys gotta get loud and that'll get me going.
So funny.
Get loud and get proud. Your Canadian kid right here, Alville. Give it up, Tyler Davidson. Now come on over here. This is the guy that talks funny. He comes all the way from Charleston, South Carolina, in and around Charleston. It's a little town just outside of Charleston out here. And you're up here on Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. This is turkey weekend for us here. You having fun up in Elmville?
Yeah, for sure. You know, Canadians seem to love FMX. I'm up here all the time.
Yeah, you are. You know, I think you probably could be an honorary Canadian right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Janansky's been doing this, and I alluded to it a little bit earlier. What's your age, Rick?
Well, you said there's a competition, new school and old school. I mean, come on.
You built the old school.
I'm 47, so I guess I got the old school tricks down.
All right, anybody who's 45 and older, let's hear you clap right now. It doesn't matter what country you come from or what sex you are. If you've got somebody over 45 that's going, you know, 65, 70 feet across, 70 feet up in the air, twisted 200 pounds of machinery underneath them, that's got to be your favorite rider. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a conversation with these guys a little bit later, but give it up right now for our South Carolinian tribute artist, right here, Mr. Rick Janansky. You're going to go first with the old school, all right? You got that? All right, so you think you got 2 or 3? Couple of them? Yeah, all right. We're going to ask Tyler right here to explain a couple of tricks that he's going to perform, and these would have been the tricks that they would have learned coming up through the ranks in freestyle.
Yeah, I grew up watching Colin Morrison, Jeremy Stenberg, you know, the old school militia guys. They were really young back then, and they were the innovators. They were doing hill flickers, knack-knacks, Cordovas, simple stuff like that, but it was huge back then, so I looked up to that and I started doing that. That's what I first learned, and now I'm a little bit above that, but I'm going to show you guys some old school tricks.
Now, how long before you would have been performing these, how much training, how long did it take before you, honestly, tax on the table, you got the guts to do it?
Well, I was really determined. It took me about 3 years, and I was hitting full gap and doing shows.
About 3 years of work to perform these next 3 tricks that you're going to see. Ladies and gentlemen, help us out right now and bring him to the center stage, would you please, from Aurelia, Ontario, Tyler Davidson's going old school. You've got a part in this too. A little bit later, you're going to be cheering for who you thought was the best rider in their series of tricks. And we'll do that in just a little bit. There he goes. Going up, cross, and a perfect heel clicker. Now, normally we're doing this indoors, and these guys are on an entry, on the execution, of course, landing. So that was almost perfect. He held it. He's a tall guy. He's about 6'1". He's got to wrap those legs around the handlebars. It's a tough trick to pull. Beautiful Cordova again. That Tyler is known for a lot of his new school tricks. He trains for those a lot. There we go. Little knack-knack. Step off to the side of his bike and do a little bit of running in midair beside his bike. There he goes. Ladies and gentlemen, performing off their bike and through both legs out both sides of the bike, which really changes the weight. There he goes. Nice, perfect picture, gentlemen. This guy you're going to see is Kevin Pillar. Check it out. This first trick actually is harder than what it looks. Because if he doesn't grab that seat just perfect, he's not going to be able to land the way he wants. Goes up, pulls it, there it is. Gets it. It's one of the hardest tricks to perform. And as you can tell by those flags, it's a little windy. All right, here we go, the tsunami is this and that. Nicely done. Like a switchblade. It's windy as well, which also throws an extra factor into what would be kind of an easy trick. Let's see what he does. He does going to catch that 200-pound bike and move it to the side. If he's able to do it right. There he goes. Didn't do it. That's just pushing that bike away from him. There. Nicely done. Oh, the leg comes off. Oh! This is tougher than doing a fast one. So he's trying to do it as slow as he can. This is called a mano-a-mano competition. This is something that's done in competition on the indoor. All right, his 1 minute started, nicely done. Running a little bit ahead of what Rick was, so we might see one trick more, but we'll see how it pulls off. Here he goes with his second trick. Goes up. Oh, yeah! He loves to see this guy perform. Really hard. Oh, one-hander! All right, here we go. Elville, get ready for your kick. Freestyle motocross riders on the world tour right here in Alville doing an outdoor demonstration. And one. Going up and down a little bit of a sailor right. Oh, don't fade on us now, Alville. Here we go. Get your cameras ready. There we go. 1, 2, up in the air, ladies and... We have been absolutely honored to be here. Would you like to see us come back sometime? Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Tyler called him off. They've got signals. Tyler called him off right in the